Okay, it appears that I was also seen on, shoot, hang on a second. Alright, this is the AM 760 KFMB of all the radio stations for me to be on. There I am right there, learning disabled woman sexually harassed by San Diego sheriffs. Now I'm going to hit the enter again. Now watch. There I am right there, right there. Okay, so I'm going to back this up just a little bit so you can see me a little bit more clear. I hate this thing. It's a pain in the butt. Hang on one second. This thing is acting up. Okay, for some reason this mouse button is acting up. It's supposed to put... I was standing about 1.5 feet away from her. Okay, so what I'm going to do is stop this, and then, see, it's supposed to have a little hand for you to be able to go back, so I can show you that, but all of a sudden it stopped working correctly. Okay, now it's supposed to show a hand, so you can take this. See, like the hand right there? Now watch, I'm going to move it over here and it goes back to an arrow. It's supposed to go back to a hand, which is preventing me from going to the spot where it's showing me at. And then all of a sudden, as soon as I turn on my video camera, that ability stopped. Okay? Why? Okay? So this is the URL address for it. Okay, so here we go. Okay. Now watch. This is me. I'll tell you when. All right, it's right after her. You'll see me right over here. I'm in the white shirt. Right here. Okay. So the shirt basically said I was the shirt was basically the same theme as the sign. So what I'm going to do is pause it to show you. Shit. Right there. I was sexually harassed by 2 San Diego sheriffs. Okay? Right out, flat out on this. Now, and I was talking with this lady here. She was a nice, sweet old lady. I kept wanting to let her have room so her sign could be seen. And now this is the second broadcast that I have discovered so far allowed me to be on the news. And this is the other one right here. NBC. And that's this one right here. I'm going to turn it on to show you. And it's putting on right now. And it's going to take a second, I guess. Not much. Oh, this is the commercial. I was standing 1 foot down here, right past this woman. You'll be able to see me in a second. Okay, now what's up with that? Alright, hang on a second. Okay, now, I was on this earlier because I took a video picture of it. Wait a minute, maybe it's this one. Oh, it's this one right here. Sorry, I got the wrong one. Okay. Where it says, filmer recall, leader speaks at rally. Now, you'll be able to see me right down in the corner. Sorry about that. There I am, right there. Right there. Alright, hang on 1 second. Alright, I'm down here in the second video concerning it. Now I'm right there holding up my sign. You can clearly see me. It says, learning disabled woman sexually harassed by San Diego sheriffs. And the shirt says it as well. And, bada boom. There you go. Plain as day right there. Plain as day. Learning disabled woman sexually harassed by San Diego sheriffs. And the shirt says it too. Now I do what I do to inform, to expose the truth. Just average American citizens like me can't get a press conference because my sexual harassment is not attached to a political office. Okay? But I am grateful for the news coverage that I get. Okay? Because the crimes that happen to just average American citizens, we can't afford high-powered attorneys. And we obviously don't have the, I don't know what you might, the right wording for it, but we don't have the ability to call up a news station and say, will you please cover what happened to me? So that's one of the reasons why I do what I do, to bring attention to not only what's happening to me, but to bring attention to sexual harassment victims as well. It really burned my butt to find out he sexually harassed a veteran who was in I guess that veteran's nurse went to him for help, and he sexually tried to intimidate her. That's bad stuff. Okay, there I am, right there in the white shirt. Now I know you can't see the sign very clearly concerning the video picture of the video, but it's under filmer recall, leader speaks at rally, NBC San Diego. It was either published yesterday on the 18th, and it's still on the internet on the 19th of August 2013. I was literally 1 foot away from this. I like this lady. And I've heard some people make some kind of like that she's nothing but an opportunist or whatever. The way I see it is this. If she's trying to do the right thing to help real victims, which I believe she is because there's just too many of them for these allegations to be false. Okay? Just like I have 700 audio files. 700 audio files of the same exact identical or harassment. And I'm not talking about sexual harassment. The same exact identical harassment happening around me, concerning me, everywhere I go for the last year and a half. The same exact verbal harassment, identical verbal harassment happening around me everywhere I go. That's no mistake. So if you got these women coming forward and all of them saying that he's sexually harassed them, and plus he's got a long history of it, I'm sorry, Mayor Filmer, but I have to stick with, I stand for truth, okay? And I pray to God that these women are telling the truth, and who am I to say they're lying? And so that's why I like this woman. She's a fighter, okay? And women got to stick together. When they're telling the truth, they got to stick together. Thank you. Young men, too. I mean, young men who are victims of sexual harassment, they deserve the same equal rights and protection under the law.